nut. Check, check. Checking. The noise gate like really low or something. Oh. When I'm not in the game, it picks me up real fucking good. Yeah. So
that problem again?
Apparently, as I bring the game up, doesn't look like. Okay. Filters. Edit filters. I just take the.
You're gonna need to put noise suppression back on.
Okay. Okay, how's that sound? That looks. Yeah, I'm in the game now. So, in a second, you should hear it. I mean, that's probably accurate. I might be able to edit some settings in the game. Music. Oh. Maybe I should just play a different game. I don't rightfully recall, if I'm going to be honest. Wow, it's actually looking pretty garbage. I'll just play a different game. So we'll go to BRB. That's okay. BRB, I'm blow out everybody's eardrum. I'm going to play a different game. I'm not playing Apex.
It said Apex.
Oh, gotcha. You're being funny. You tricksy bitch. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Could do a little, maybe I should. Is there a tag for? I bet there is. Yeah. There we go. I feel like I should just do a new game. A new game. Yeah. Let's see here. I was a girl last time. Yeah. Option 4 is looking pretty good. Yeah. No, I want forest. Southern Alps. Silka deer. Hillsides. Goats and ridges. I like the sound of that. Let's do it. What? Fuck. Dominant mix of deciduous beech and aspen forests. Rolling hills and farmlands. Pacific Northwest. There we go. That's what we need. Because I'm going to be bow hunting.
You made it here in one piece. Welcome to the untamed wild. Name's Colton Locke, but everyone calls me Doc. I'm the warden up here, and I know just about every nook and cranny of this place. I heard this is your first time in the Pacific Northwest and Lake District. Well, this here's the best hunting reserve you'll find in 100 miles. I've been hunting here my whole life, and I still don't get tired of this place.
Everyone can just see me back here on my phone.
Everyone gets to see you.
Go ahead, look around. There's a lot to discover around here. Not just the big game. Let's see what you can do. Try to find an animal track around here.
Oh no, that's so embarrassing. Yeah, that's part of the extra show. That's probably, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Probably not take part of that at all.
Probably the second one. All right.
There. Use your binoculars to get a closer look.
Where's my binoculars? I'm looking for my I need my binoculars. There we go. Oh, that's a good looking animal. Whitetail deer. Yep. There it is. It's a beautiful thing. It's trivial though, so
sure to aim for its vital organs. Heart and lung shots mean quicker kills, less painful. Gentle now. Take a deep breath to steady your aim.
Okay. Let's go see what we did. Well, that's right. I can track with F. Found the track. Yep. Vital organ hit just now. Follow it down the trail. Got some blood sign here. Couldn't have gotten far. Bleed rate's medium. You can tell by the directionality and the quantity of the blood. We've got some droppings. Burial, that's probably not.
There are times when you want to be moving fast out here, but not when on a hunt. The animals will hear you coming a mile away.
Here we go. Oh, and there she is.
You want to get your bearings. There are lookout points spread out all over the reserve.
A little high. We're going to go a long shot, a little high. Let's go find us a lookout point. $1,000 reward. Let's pull the binoculars out so we can see what's ahead of us. Nothing. Ooh, looks like we've got a little nesting grounds here. Resting for a white-tailed jackrabbit. Just listen to that rain. So relaxing. Making our way up this ridge here. Just nothing like strolling through a lush forest. About as good as it gets. If you listen closely, you can still hear the birds calling. We're going to cut along the forest a little bit, cut in, head more directly to the lookout point. Ooh, and the rain stopped, just like that. Pacific Northwest is a magical place.
Close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
Thanks, Doc. Let's see what we got. A Blacktail Deer. Not sure what direction it's heading, but maybe we'll pick it up a little later on down the trail. Oh, looks like we got a little bit more sign up ahead. All is nice and still and quiet. Look at the mist rolling in. That is just beautiful. Just gorgeous. Look at that.
Careful. The underbrush can be a bit noisy this time of year. If an animal hears you approaching, you better believe it'll turn tail and run. Or worse.
Don't want that. What do we have here? Left this note here for someone to find. Whoever you are, walk in peace. Go north to find the closest outpost. You can't miss the curious tombstones close by. Well, you know, I do believe I will. Let's see, north, let's go this way. Walk in peace we shall. We found ourselves a little trail here. Gotta be getting close. Oh, good. Like we might be coming up to something right there. What is that? That bird chirping away. Coming up to the lookout point. And sun's starting to set. So what time is it? 7:19. Not gonna be able to see much come dark, but we'll see a new amount of activity come out. The daytime animals go to sleep, and the nighttime animals wake up. A little campsite. Looks long abandoned. Oh. Watch your footing. These stairs get slick. Oh, I wonder where those curious tombstones are. You have to try and find those.
Would you look at that view? Never gets old, I'm telling you. From up here, you can see a lot of great hunting spots in the area. Valmont's not only where Hope set up camp, it's also famous for the railroad bridges along the old North Pacific line. Keep an eye out for them if you can in between blacktail hunting. Or why not use them as vantage points? I once bagged a whitetail from the Runaki Bridge. Be sure to stop by one of the outposts. You can find pretty much anything you need there.
That was quite the view. Dangerous cliffs. Alright, well, let's be careful as we move on out. See the old railway heading out that way. Cross that as we came up. See what else we got in the area. Jump down here. Definitely don't want to be jumping too much, but luckily for me, this is pretty well lit, so pretty safe. Alright. Where are those curious little tombstones are? They gotta be around here somewhere. Probably not by the loo. Well, maybe we'll come across them another day if we don't find them today. We don't want to be wandering too aimlessly out in the night. We want to get to our destination so we can get some sleep. Let's just follow this trail. Keep on making our way. It is a lovely and calm evening. And I see the outpost up there. Not too far now. Okay, so I am going to be moving downwind, which means I probably won't be getting to jump on anything. You always want to be cognizant of the wind direction whenever you're out in the wild, whether you're hunting or not. Letting animals know where you are always comes with pitfalls as well as its perks. Certainly is a good feeling walking up on an outpost after hiking late into the night. Look at that view. You could just stay out here all night if you had to and not even be upset about it.
Nice place, right? You won't find a soft bed in many parts around here. Don't forget to stock up before heading out.
I believe I will. So what do we want? I believe we want a bow.
Hey there, you know that guy I mentioned earlier, Hope? Well, looks like he's been having a bit of a problem lately. He's been camping out over at Balmont a couple weeks, but coming back last night, he found his camp turned on its head. Some food was taken, and apparently the place looked like it had been really messed with. I don't know if it was an animal or some tourist troublemakers, but I'm up in Topeka all day and can't look into it. Listen, I know you probably have other plans, but you're in the right neck of the woods, and I'd sure be grateful if you could just stop on by and have a look. Hope showed up here 2 years ago. Said something about getting off the grid. I heard he lost his family in an accident while he was deployed overseas in the Army. Hit the poor guy hard. I guess out here you only need to look out for yourself. It's easier that way. Not the most cheerful fella, to be honest, but he's earned his peace for sure. Let's find out whoever did this.
Will do, Doc. Have a bow. Alright, let's see. Do I want anything else? I suppose the muzzle loaders probably acceptable. I do like that. Let's see here. Mary Ball. 10. Okay. 20 and 20. Low sights. Let's see. Do I want a sight for my muzzle loader? Yeah, let's go ahead and get that. Okay. Okay. All right. I think that'll about do us. Weapons. 1, 2, ammo. You know what? Let's switch those. There we go. Sights. Sight. Lures. Equipment. All right. All right, let's just go ahead and throw that on there too. Perfect. 13 yard. Perfect. Now I have a bow. Nice and quiet. I got a muzzleloader just in case. And we are going to call it a night. What a long day. Let us wake up at 5. Nice and early. Hit it bright and early. Okay. Point of interest. Okay, let's figure out what's over here. We're just going to explore our general area. See what lays about us. I should put on some scent eliminator. I don't want them to know that it come in. Okay, found an area for a tree stand. I don't want to just go trampling through the brush to get to it, though. A pretty decent little stand spot. Let's see, what else is around? Got another outpost up here to the north. We should start making our way up that direction. Upwind, that's good. Keep an eye out for anything that might come across. Keep an ear out, really. Listen to that rain come down. Beautiful thing. Mount Rainier out in the distance, maybe? Who knows? The wind's starting to shift a little bit. And we're coming up on some tracks. Let's see what calls this place home. Oh, and we found ourselves our first track of a black bear. At a trot, heading towards the south. We'll keep an eye out for that. One thing we don't necessarily want to tangle with being out here bow hunting. But should the opportunity present itself, it'll be a nice thing to look at. Oh, and we have some rabbits. Whitetail jackrabbit. Oh, and a blacktail deer. Mating call. Now that is something I am interested in. Let's quietly head in that general direction. Keep an eye out for a rabbit, just in case, you know. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Wow, that is just gorgeous. Look at that sunrise. This is why we come out early. That is beautiful. Feeding zone for a blacktail deer. Not the biggest deer, but might have some friends nearby. And we don't want to spook it. $147. Not completely undoable, but definitely would be a challenge. Not the best approach for coming up to an animal, but just keep it nice and slow and quiet. Actually, it's a shame the rain stopped when it did. That would have covered my tracks perfectly. I'm going to try to shift around so that it can't smell me quite as well. Oh. It knows something's wrong. It's looking at over in this direction. It could probably smell me a little bit. Here we go. Oh, what a blessing. Like Mother Nature was listening to me. You do love it. Let's see how it looks. 98 yards. Let's see here. Oh, I'm not sure I hit it or not. Certainly took off. We'll see. Let's go take a look. A moose. Mating call for a moose. Interesting. Okay, we found some traps. Still looking for any blood. It's like I may not have lined that shot up as well as I should have. That's just unfortunate. Yep, I do believe that I chalk that one up to a loss. That's okay. Life has its ups and downs, and they can't be winners. Same Blacktail Deer, I believe, warning me away. Warning me not to try that again. Definitely ran over in this direction. Like all things in life, patience is key. Just a beautiful lake there. Oh. A traveling moose. I don't believe that my bow would be able to take that down, but that is why I have a muzzleloader, just in case. So let's take the shot up. Make sure you have your earplugs in. Here we go. Like a good hit in the chest. Definitely stumbled it. Blood sign right away. Can begin tracking it. Vital organ hit. Which is good. I believe it ran off this way. So let's go see if we can't find it. That's the deer tracks. Where did that moose run off to? Oh, I'm seeing something over here in the water. Mallards. Interesting. Where do you think it bolted off to? Let's go back to the blood trail. The one thing we're positive about. If we can find that, then I'm sure we can pick it back up again. Maybe it turned around and ran. I think maybe that is a little bit more likely. Looks like we have a trail heading this way, like north from it. Maybe where it came from, but either way, we do need to find it. It's a deer. did Spokes get off to? Gotta be around here somewhere. I think I see it. I think I see it. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Bleed rate medium. We're on it. It's really difficult to track a animal in the weeds like this. I just can't see very much, unfortunately. The tracks show up remarkably well, but there's so much in front of your eyes. It's difficult to see through. Yep. Subsurface depression, as one would expect. Another bleed. Coming up on it now, I believe. Let's see here. Oh, there she is. I say she, but I believe it was a male moose. I believe it had a pretty decent sized rack. And here he is, right here. Pretty convenient spot, all in all. A little tricky to find. Silver tier. Another long shot. 34 yards. 1,000 pounds. Not bad, all in all. Back where we came from, so we won't be seeing what's over there. Okay, keep on moving. I do love the way that the mist sits over the fields like that. Over the wetlands. It is just gorgeous. Look at that. A lovely place to be. Coming up to some foliage up here. I'll try not to make a thunderous racket as I just charge on through, but I'm a very straightforward man and like to move straightforward. Coming up about 100 yards away from the next outpost, which was our goal. Map out the area and start setting up a network of support so that we can spend time hunting down on our hunting trips and not hiking. Listen to those birds. Just about as perfect as a picture. Came up to it from the back way, so let's circle around the little shrubs here and we'll make our presence known. Perfect. I will just grab a few more arrows. Replenish my supply. That'll do it. I don't think we need to sleep. I mean, we've barely been hiking 2 hours, but there is something curious up to the northeast that I would like to see. And meanwhile, keep an eye out for Hope's camp. The opposite direction, but we're not going very far. I would like to get rid of this notification. Interesting. A little practice with tracking and be able to increase my skill set a little bit in that. Old shed over that way. Not far from our destination now. Look at how tall these trees can get. There's something else. Just love the way the morning sun just comes shining on through. Ooh. Blacktail deer. Warning me. Let's just take our time now, not rush into confrontation. I don't want them to know that we're there, even though that we already do. You can just see the head poking out. Beaumont Lake. Beautiful place. Just barely see that head. There we go. See, little lady, are you by yourself? Warning call. No. See if we can get just a little closer. Trying to circle around to the east of it. It's a little harder for it to smell me. Again, just like everything in life, patience is key here. Might have a decent shot lined up. Let's see. 98 yards. It's a little further than I'd like. Like it might have lost interest, so maybe I can get a little closer here. I do it quietly enough. Right there. It's just over that ridge too, so Where are my arrows? Okay. Almost had my arrows not in my quiver. That would have been very embarrassing. Oh, easy. Easy. Okay, well, something certainly happened. Not seeing any blood. It's concerning. Blacktail deer at a run. No, that was a miss. I'm not sure how that happened, but oh, I see. I think I was using the sight wrong, which would explain a lot. Now, how far are you? Far. That's okay. We can move on. Go check out this point of interest, and there was another animal nearby that is also curious and tracking. We'll see. We don't need to be crouched anymore, though. I believe we lost our opportunity at Blacktail Deer, but we can always have more. Like somebody wrote a survival list. Let's see what they came up with here. Cutting tool, very important. Cover, yeah. Flint and steel, good for starting a fire. Rope, okay. Container, sure. Awareness and curiosity. Oh, this is by Our Hope. I believe this is the person that we need to go investigate their camp. Speaking of, let's go ahead and add that location to our waypoint and start heading that way. Which coincidentally is the way our deer friend ran off to. I wonder if we'll cross paths again. I believe we will. Like it was also coming back. And that was a much better shot this time around. It was a little at an angle, but hopefully good penetration to the vital organs and she didn't suffer too much. Let's see here. No organs hit. That is a damn shame. It's exactly what you don't want to see. But we do our best, and now we will continue to do our best and try to find her before she gets too far away. starting to believe it may be a lost cause. Simply not severe of an injury. If you're going to miss, unfortunately, if like I did, you want to make sure that you want to hope that it's at least a non-severe injury and that the animal will heal properly and quickly. That sun coming out is something else. The view that just stretches down for miles. Look at that. I'm going to continue this walk when I come back. Thank you all for hiking with me so far. We will continue our hike in just a few minutes. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's keep the track moving. Get a little bit of a drink, a little sip from my canteen, my trusty canteen, and scout my surroundings a little bit. Make sure I'm moving in the right direction. Luckily, I brought my waterproof boots, so walking through a wetland like this is not a problem. You never know what kind of environment you're going to be trekking through in the Pacific Northwest, so you always want to be prepared. What was it that the note said? Adventure and curiosity? Always gotta have a little curiosity. A lovely day. You can see the leaves just starting to turn colors. Beautiful autumn afternoon, morning still, I guess. Let's see, what time is it? 8:02 in the morning. Oh, beautiful morning. It's going to be a lovely day. About a half-mile walk to go. In a countryside like this, you could walk for days and not even notice. Blacktail Deer. Localization, if I've ever heard one. Oh, and a feed zone for a moose up ahead. Interesting. Being upwind from both of those would be extremely difficult to manage to sneak up on any of them, but we're just going to continue on and see what happens. What did we find here? Look at this.
Look at that.
Look
You
at
found
that.
a shed. I've already got a big enough collection back home, so I've started selling any new ones I find. People often buy them for handicrafts, you know. Knife handles and such. I once sold a really nice moose antler for $500.
$500. You know, I would believe that. I would believe that. Let's listen to that breeze.
If you want to stay busy on the road, I'd keep a lookout for sheds. You know, antlers that are shed by the reserve animals. They're rare to find and very popular to collect.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for any sheds. I won't say that I'll be looking for them, but if I come across any, I might pick them up. Nothing else. It's nice to have a memento of the time spent in the great outdoors. Boy, aren't they great. Look at that. Just over the top of the grass. You can barely see them. Whether I'm quiet or not, that animal probably knows that I'm here. Being upwind from it. Not a lot of sneaking up on it that can be done. Look, and there it goes. keeping a healthy distance. But that's okay. Being out in a day like today is reward enough. Breathe that fresh air. Smell that lake. Really do have to admire the tenacity of whoever installed all of these walkways. That is about the nicest thing to have out here, is this nice, smooth walkway. Let your feet dry out a little bit. Keep yourself from getting stuck in the muck. And there's the feed zone that we saw the moose in earlier. Keep an eye out for rabbits too. Those would be lovely to bag a couple and maybe have a nice little stew later on. Blacktail deer droppings, probably the one that caught scent of us earlier and jogged away from us. Oh, and that is the moose. Mr. Moose. We already got one of your friends today, and I'd rather stick to the bow, so we're just going to keep on moving. Unless you come to me, that is. One of these days, I gotta bring my fishing pole out here and sit in one of these lakes and spend the entire day reeling them in. See some ducks out there. And there's the moose again. Oh, there is the moose again. "46 yards. Oh, that's almost too good to miss. Can't hold that bow back forever, unfortunately. A shot through the grass like that is not a good shot. We don't want another angle like that. Okay, we're gonna try to chase after this one a little bit. At least see if we're able to get an Oregon with that shot. Really was just too tempting to give up. There it goes. You can see it up the hill. I'm not sure if these arrows were weighted enough to really do any damage, but that moose was just taunting me. a girl. Droppings just now. We're on its trail. I'm not seeing any blood though, so my arrow may have just bounced off, which would be quite unfortunate. I feel like if that was the case, I just made her angry. Circle around. She's probably just keeping an eye on me now. Never get the eerie feeling that the hunter is no longer the one making the decisions. All I did making her angry and not injuring her whatsoever. I'm gonna cut my losses on this one and continue on my way. These are one of the moments when you want to make a smart decision when you can. Not let the challenge get to you. And I don't believe in hiking with your bow out or any weapon out. In general, I believe that's a bad idea. So let me switch back to my binoculars. That way we can keep our wits about us and increase our situational awareness a little bit. Because that's really what we want. It's just being aware of our surroundings out here. Every year, places like this, just like this, can kill dozens of hunters that didn't keep their wits about them, unfortunately. So that is the one thing that we want to do.
You're getting close. Hope mentioned seeing some tracks in the mud. See if you can find them.
Looks like I found a little family of rabbits. And that is about perfect. It's about as good as the shot as you want. There's a curiosity up ahead in the direction that those rabbits ran off to. So I'm going to see if I can't find another one for the stew pot in between here and there. Some deer passed through here as well. Really something about this area is there's just wildlife all over if you know how to look for it. see what we have here. The deer antlers. Deer bucks either have a typical or atypical, clever, antler arrangement. Typical antlers are symmetrical and their points grow straight up off the main beam. Atypical antlers are asymmetrical and their points may project at any angle from the main beam. It's just a fancy way of saying that sometimes deer antlers grow any which way they want. It's just how we call them. Heading back towards Hope's camp now. Oh, turned around. So easy to do. It's always good to keep one eye on the compass. Something interesting up this way. Something interesting. I wonder if these are the tracks that Doc mentioned on our phone call earlier. Looks like we might have a possible stand, which is not in a bad location. Not terrible. A short distance from a few feeding zones. You could do far worse. Oh yeah, this was the campsite, alright. Hope knew what he was doing. Good vantage point over the bluff, down the hill. Let's see what we got over here. Lake District Survival Camp. Richard Hope's meticulously built survivalist camps can be found across Lake District region. When hunting is your main source of sustenance, it is very important to have a few safe havens to rest at. Very true, very true. We appreciate everything you do, Rick.
You found them? Great. Snap some pictures for the record and see if they lead anywhere.
Let's see what we got here. Take photos of tracks. How do I do that? Do it over here, maybe? Let's see here. Take photos. Maybe there's a specific area I should photograph. Interesting. We have to go over here. Let's see where these tracks lead. But there is something over here. What is this? Some kind of cloth stuck in the tree. at least keep going this direction. Let's see if they continue. Doesn't really look like it. Okay. I'm going to troubleshoot this a little bit and be right back. Okay. Well, I don't know if that fixed it or not, but it did seem to fix the notification not going away. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and redo that a little bit. Looked like we were behind more than one way. Or at least for more than one thing in the game, so hopefully now it works a little better. Thank you for bearing with me. You really can't get set back that far when all you're doing is just walking through gorgeous nature like this. Listen to that bird. Beautiful. It almost sounds like there's a turkey out there somewhere. Almost. Not quite.
You know, I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
Thank you, Doc. I do appreciate that. What we have there? Another blacktail warning me. Let me, before I forget, put some scent block on. Might spend a lot of time in the outdoors, but we are not invisible to these creatures. Their senses are better than ours in just about every way, so a little advantage here or there is not completely unwelcome. Getting though, my ultimate goal is
Listen,
to the
did you hear that?
northwest.
Calls are really helpful when locating an animal.
I appreciate the tutorial, Doc, but I do have some experience here. Always got to be thankful for waterproofing. It's a beautiful thing when you can walk through some shallow water and not tear your feet all up. Definitely in the wetlands over here with all these low, shallow lakes. What am I seeing over there? Some bugs zipping around. Just be thankful the mosquitoes aren't bad this year. That would surely drive me crazy. Nothing worse than having a mosquito buzzing in your ear. Sounds like we have ourselves a moose over to the south of us. Just beyond the tree line there. There he is. Oh, there she is, I should say. Female. Let us just continue on our way. Blacktail deer. Vocalizing at us now. Or at the moose. Both are equally possible. There's that moose again. Just having lunch. Oh, and there's the deer. They're coexisting pretty peacefully. It's like not a lot of territorial issues between those two. We can just leave them in peace. Made a promise to Richard, and we'll keep it. We will look into what happened to his campsite. Let's see, what do we have here? Blacktail deer tracks. I'm gonna trot south to north. Like we might have found some kind of food zone. Rabbits. Keep an eye out for that. 4:30 to 7. That was earlier this morning. We like to eat in the early morning hours. Blacktail Deer above us and over the hill. That right there. Is that a log? Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference because animals are so good at camouflage. See things that they could be camouflaged as and think that they're animals. Tricky that way.
Keep track of where the wind is blowing. Animals will pick up your scent easily if they're downwind from you.
Ain't that the truth? Currently heading downwind, so everything in front of me is be able to smell me pretty easily. And everything behind me is going to be able to smell my path. I'm not going to be able to sneak up on a whole lot right now. I don't think it matters how much scent blocker you put on. Nothing's going to make you invisible. About 250 yards to go. Some ferns we're walking through here. Some nice ground covering. Trees keeping it nice and cool. Just barely feel that breeze cutting through. Blowing over the hilltops. Just right on the back of your neck. Some old rabbit droppings. Just ignore those. Now there's something up there that warning me away. Blacktail deer. Let's see what kind of lures I got. Let's see if that will lure in a little action here. There it is. Okay. Let's See if we can get her to come a little closer. Oh, don't. She caught wind of me and took off. Okay. Is there another one? Indeed there is. Again, that is the problem with being upwind. Let's continue on here. I know you're not happy I'm here. Won't be too much longer, I promise. See what Doc wants now. Camera. P. I needed to use P. Did I get it? This one over here too. Maybe you'll take some photos of this thing hanging in the tree over here. That's a bear track. We don't want to tussle with that. Let's just check out this human track. There we go. Did I do it? How many photos do you want? Let's just take a lot of photos. That's got to be just about every photo here. Or every track being photographed here. There we go.
Yeah, definitely human.
I get
Looks
the
like
right
a
angle.
troublemaker then. Now, I don't want you to go picking any fights, but maybe you could follow them and see where they lead.
Okay, I can do that. Again. Really behind the times there, Doc. That's okay. I've already run up and down this place several times, so I'm sure I'm not going to find any animals nearby. But you never know.
Some ripped clothing. And no more tracks, huh? Well, just leave it for now, and I'll see what I can come up with. This'll help, though. Thanks.
It's like you vanished into the sky. Let's go check that out. No, because we want to go to the north. Let's go to the north, huh? Let's go check that out. Something that's not downwind. A lovely day. Look at this. Barely any cloud coverage. Nice blue sky. Turkey vulture circling overhead. Black bear. Definitely won't be able to take that down with my bow. So we're going to avoid if we can. Like I said, I'm focusing mostly on bow hunting this trip. I'm trying to keep the peace a little bit. Blacktail deer, now that is something I am interested in. By keep the peace, I mean keep it nice and peaceful, peace and quiet. No little big loud startling bangs if I can avoid it, but again, if a large animal crosses my path, I mean, man can only be tempted so much. Be careful I don't slip here and twist my ankle. Just beautiful. Look at that. Oh, man. This looks like some troublesome terrain up ahead. Might be able to circle around to the north. Might be a little bit easier than trying to circle around from the south. Check my map. There is a path leading up to the south. I'm glad I checked, actually. So let's put my marker little waypoint over here. That's the base of the trailhead there. That's where we're going to want to start. Can't always trust your instincts out here. These mountains are treacherous terrain. That was an interesting bird call. I wonder what that was. It's like I can see just the beginnings of the trail over there. Poking through the woods, peeking through. Sheer size of these woods is untouched, more or less. Is really impressive, you know? Never forget just how small you are in comparison to the wilderness at large. Look what we have over here. The interesting little point. Let's take a look here. About the whitetail. Whitetail males shed and regrow their antlers every year. Length and branching of antlers are determined by nutrition, age, and genetics. The number of points, the length, or thickness of the antlers is a general indication of age, but cannot be relied upon for positive aging. Antlers begin to grow in late spring, covered with a highly vascularized tissue known as velvet. Bucks shed their antlers when all females have been bred from late December to February. Interesting. Okay, and then from here we can just follow the trail in. Perfect. Heading up the mountain. Look at that. That is one heck of a climb coming up. One heck of a climb. Climbing a mountain is a little bit like eating an elephant. Just take it bite by bite. Oh, what is this? Could have walked by here and not even noticed. Look at this. Some little cabins. Look like anything too interesting, but It's always worth taking a little look-see. Well, we can continue on our way. Take this little path up the hill here. Check out one more cabin up. And then I believe this will meet back up with the main trail. Too bad you can't make camp here. I guess this really isn't the best place for it. Okay, let's see here. Where is that trail? Right there. There we go. Back on track. Can we see the tower from here? Just hidden. Look at that. That's something else. Winding trail. I wonder if we can cut. We could cut a little bit off here. Looks like this little hill is mostly passable. A little shortcut. See, here we are back on the trail. I say there's no shortcuts in life, but we all know that's not exactly true now, is it? Not exactly. Look at that. Look at that view. Holy smokes. Isn't that something else? Wow. That is just beautiful. And that's why we come out here. Just for things like that. Amazing. Getting closer. Should be right up ahead, but still a climb. It'll be one heck of a lookout, though. We'll be able to see everything in the valley. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Just incredible. Sights like these that you just can't get in the big cities. Sitting in at your cubicles, typing away at computers, playing all those video games. Do that when you could be out here looking at that. Just gorgeous. Quite the steep climb though. My legs are starting to burn. Definitely earning this one. Really make you work for it. Oh. Not sure, but I think that was a dog. Not what you expect. Oh my gosh, look at that. Someone get Bob Ross. This is amazing. Just beautiful. Here I am, forgot to bring my altimeter. Gotta be 400 or 500 feet up at this point. And we made it. Good work. Give myself a pat on the back for this one. Definitely earned it. Wowee wowzers. Look at that. That is incredible. Okay, where should we head next? I guess we'll see what's over there. I don't know if we can get down that way, but I suppose we can try. Might be able to scramble down. It's not exactly what I would call a good idea, but it is probably a quick idea. Sure can feel that brisk air up here. Alright, heading back down into the valley. Now, I'm pretty experienced in the outdoors, but this is something that even I'm nervous doing. And that's why gravity it's not just a good idea, it's a law. Okay, well, we did learn a valuable lesson there. That can change our direction a little bit, and we can go back to hunting. Now that we are done looking into Mr. Hope's camp for now, we can get back to just enjoying the outdoors and seeing what kind of animals we run into. Here I am going again, though, against the wind. Not the smartest, but sometimes you just can't avoid it. Get my binoculars out so I can see what's ahead of me. Keep my mind about me. Still a little steep here, but at least if I slip, I'm not slipping down an entire mountain. One thing you want to avoid for sure. Only the initial injury that's really the start of it. What you gotta worry about after that is exposure. Out here you are alone. Oh, coyote. Rest zone. Haven't seen one of those yet today. Looks like it was walking this direction along with us. Probably uses the railroad or just ease of transport. General rule you can assume is that the path of least resistance is typically what everybody adheres to, whether you're animal or human. And that's why you'll find those tracks and trails that are heavily used. It's easier to follow that than blazing your own trail. So we could probably assume that that's exactly what happens here with the railroad. That's just easier to walk down alongside, as long as there's not a train coming. But not us. We are too stubborn for that. Let's continue on towards our path. Because like I said before, I am a straightforward individual. And I like going straight towards my goal. Blacktail deer coming up. Mating. Actually, perfect time to talk back. Maybe we can get a little conversation started. No? Got nothing to say? Always try again. We can't get a response out of them. No? Oh, and there's that coyote over there. Behind us. What is that? Just looked like a cairn, but just some trees. We can move on. Keep sliding towards our destination, our goal. We call that multitasking. Making progress, still keeping our eyes open. If you can manage that, you're doing pretty good in my book. Black bear. Warning call. Oh, excuse me. Oof. He is fast. That is not something I would want to tangle with. Let's just try to keep that from happening. Gravity is certainly not the only thing you're fighting out here. But we try to avoid getting into any fights.
You know, I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
I was a little worried somehow Doc knows exactly where I'm at. It seems like a little bit of too much knowledge. Let's see what we have. Whitetail deer. Well, Doc, I do appreciate the heads up. Let's see what we can find. Very old. There's that blacktail again, warning us. Oh, there you are. Considering where that bear was, though, I still am a little nervous.
It's
That
bleeding,
looked like
so that's a hit. Follow the blood trail to find it. Shouldn't have gone far.
like a good shot. I do say so myself. There we go. That is what you want to see. Vital organ hit. And zip. Didn't get far at all. Thankfully, that was a clean hunt. Left lung.
There's no shortage of ways to earn money as a hunter. No shortage of ways to spend it either.
Okay, now keep your eyes open for that bear. Also a whitetail around here somewhere. This is just a very active area. It certainly isn't a bad thing, but just want to keep your eyes open. Really take advantage of the situation if you can. Oh, there is the black bear again. Another black bear. Coming this way. Nope, I did not want to do that. Too far to register. Hundred and 34 yards. That is far. I wonder where that other one went. Oh, I'm hearing it. Like it's just over that hilltop. Oh, there it is, just over that hilltop. Now we're kind of sandwiched in between two bears. That's one spot I don't really want to be. How do we want to play this? I do want to try my bow. It's moving now. Trotting away. Are they together? We have a mama bear and a papa bear. Let's see which direction they're headed, huh? They're going a little bit to the north. Let's make our way over to the west. We're heading in that direction anyways. Maybe if we head west and the bears head northwest, we'll catch them. This time be downwind of them. Do love that clean, soft rain as you're walking through the open plains. Just kind of washing everything down. Coming down in curtains like that. Just magical. This is why people come up here and don't leave. Blacktail deer up there, mating. Now that is an opportunity I can maybe take advantage of. Did you see that lightning go? Storm is picking up. Heavy rain like this will affect our our arrow, believe it or not. Can't really do anything except try your best. And that's just true in every aspect of life. Can't do anything but try your best. Turned it from a mating to a warning. I don't think my lure worked as well as I would have liked. Oh, there it is. What do we have there? Blacktail deer, female, coming this way and fast. With a clean shot. And a kill. Don't even need to track it because there it is, right there. Just missed the heart. 117 pounds. 33 yards, so is that just under 100 feet? Or just about 100 feet? Not bad.
Hey, you're catching on quickly.
Well, thank you, Doc. I do my best. There's the coyote. It's like it's been a while. Animals will avoid any area affected by hunting pressure. That's true. Gotta keep on moving, gotta move around. Can't just stay in one spot. Animals will learn that their friends go there and don't really come back. Let's try it through here. That way. I do have a lure for that, but I am hesitant to use it because it is also about as far as keeping the day peaceful as the muzzle loader. So let's not. Black Bear resting zone. Noon, I wonder what time it is. 1:20. That's why we saw them earlier. Nope, nope, nope. Oh. What do we have? Oh, Whitetail Deer. May interest you at all, Mr. Deer? I would like that. Rack. Oh, and there's a rabbit. I have a white-tail jackrabbit and a white-tail deer. Too far from either of them. We'll just keep on moving. Like I said, patience. Best virtues you can have. Try to stay out of the tall weeds. Don't want to make too much ruckus. We have some tracks over here. Let's take a look at these. We're going in the other direction. Don't even need to look at them. Don't even need to examine them. I can see from here. The turkey vultures are circling something. Oh, what are those? Those look like gulls. Coyotes on my tail, or on the deer's tail, perhaps. Coming over here to the drinking zone. Trying to find some lunch for himself. We're both after the same thing. It's about how it usually goes, isn't it? The thing about the food chain is you're always competing with something else. Oh. Look closely. You can see a jackrabbit. You have to be a little quick, but luckily they're pretty easy to take down. Gotta keep on practicing. Get a little better every time. Some droppings over here. I wonder what these belong to. Is this the whitetail? They are indeed the white. Oh no, these are the moose. Got some moose activity over here. Let's see if I can't practice something, get a little better at it. So one skill point. So go ahead and practice tracking a little bit. Okay, and then we also have perks. Getting a little bit more familiar with some guns. Which is never a bad thing. Even though I do prefer the bow. It was that walk, and I am now downwind from it. So maybe I can keep moving kind of parallel to it. Come up to it. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that across the way? Way over there. There's the whitetail deer. I wonder if that's the one that I'm tracking. I just have to be that far behind it. Listen to those waves. That wind comes in and pushes the water around. Out the sound. Probably could even that deer. Not with my bow, obviously. But with my rifle. Not that I want to, but let's see. Definitely too far for the bow. Blacktail deer, another blacktail deer. Might be able to do something with. Let's see, we can see if we want to have a little conversation with them. No, I'm not a human. I'm a deer like you. Come on over and see for yourself. Yeah, we're looking at each other. Thought I spotted another one off in the distance. I'd really like to get a buck. Just something that we're gonna have to make a goal, I think. Is get a buck. Whitetail, blacktail, moose. How are we looking here? 41 yards, not too far of a shot. Grass isn't the best. Oh. Got wise. Certainly too far now. 80 yards, that is a far shot. And moving away. Long shots or something, but moving targets was a long shot, something else entirely. Mallard eating zone here. Blacktail deer eating. That's where they just were. Trying to eat, and then I came along and disturbed them. I wonder how deep this water gets. Black bear. Ooh, he's coming along to have lunch. Same place as the blacktail deer, but probably a different cuisine. Should not be having my bow out. That's dangerous. The last thing you want to do is trip and either break your bow or your arrows, or worst case scenario, hurt yourself. Some moose tracks. Yeah, moose tracks. Trotting along out here. White-tailed jackrabbit. Clear across the pond. And technically, I believe this is the sound. But we can use the verbiage. Oh, coming up to a signpost, looks like. Interesting. Found ourselves the wooden path again. And there was a deer track that we saw earlier. Let's see what this has to say. Lookout point, Almont Railroad, hiking trail. Well, let's go this way towards the lookout point. Hopefully that'll help us narrow in on some more hunting locations to use later on. There was a rabbit over here, and there was a deer over here. Odds are they're long gone, though. We can keep our eyes open. Always got to keep our eyes open, right? Black bear droppings. Old. Sure is peaceful out here. Love the chirp of the cricket. Various other relaxing noises. Really the best lullaby there is. Really puts you at ease out here. Oh, I found ourselves a little point of interest. Let's see if there's anything unique here. Let's see, the bad water. In 1998, Layton Lake was unfortunately deemed a water body with threatened water quality, phosphorus being identified as a significant pollutant of concern. That's too bad. Phosphorus coming from farming mostly, I believe. The farming industry. It's part of a fertilizer. Let's see. Oh, and that's right. The lookout point was up ahead. Let's stay on the trail this time. Tracks out this way. So we got some more. I saw moose. Moose, old. We'll keep an eye out for fresher tracks and maybe. Oh, no. Speaking of, look at that. What do we have here? Looks like some pretty fresh. Moose at a trot that way. Black bear warning call that way. Kind of the same direction. Again, downwind. I always seem to be managing to do this. Very rarely am I downwind of the animal. Seems that this is a hunting trip where I am mostly upwind. Which is unfortunate. Really making it harder on myself. What can you do? Sometimes you just have to roll with the punches. Sure is relaxing out here. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that view. I love the way these broken ridges look. Stones kind of poking through the dirt. Such a nice landscape. Firm but inviting. Excuse me. Like a starling. And there's the lookout. Just like the map said. And I don't think it really matters how much noise we make at this point. Coming up to the lookout zone. Lookout tower, I think activity is going to be pretty low in this heavily tracked man-made structure. So we can just go ahead and speed things up here a little bit.
Getting your feet moving, I see. Just remember to take a breather before shooting anything.
You gotta exercise that cardiovascular system sometimes, though, you know? Really push yourself. Get the blood pumping. Okay, Layton Lake District lookout point. Alright, look at that. Oh, just gorgeous. And just because we're so close to it and we're kind of at the edge of the map zone here, Lake District, I'd say we push on and clear that last little point of interest. We happen to spot from the lookout tower. Lookout tower doing its job admirably. Getting us a good vantage of the area and letting us scout around and see that spot in the first place. So let's go on. Ooh, this looks fresh. I think we had some activity while we were up there scouting. Oh, no, moves very old. That was a while ago. You do miss things when you're at a distance, but you can examine it up close and get a completely different picture. A pretty gentle rolling hill, so I'm not too worried about hurting myself if I slip. There's a moose over there. What is that? Ooh, just a weird shadow. Eyes are starting to play tricks on me. This fading light really does mess with your eyes sometimes. Oh. Slipped into some shrubbery. Be careful. And you see the valley poking through the trees like that. Just gorgeous. black bear. A little vocalization, a little warning. Must be down the peak a little bit, down the hill. Not the best vantage point up here. Probably sneak a little closer though. Start being a little quieter. Try to calm my breathing down a little bit. Just deep breaths. Steady. Okay, what do we have? Some moose. We're gonna be firmly in moose land over here. Moose territory. Moose and bear. Game's a little too big for me. That's a sharp drop. Anything over here that I can use the height to my advantage? Not at this moment, so let's just back up. Take it nice and easy and try not to fall. There we go. Looks like we can get down here a little bit. A little easier. Might scare away some animals, but better than hurting ourselves. So just be careful and take it nice and easy. There we go. Out here, if you're in a rush, you're only rushing to hurt yourself. The only way to hurry up and be safe is to take your time. Might just be a hunting stand over here. No animals around so much currently. You'll probably wait, get some action, but I spoke too soon. Just let him go. Don't want to have a bad shot. That's not a kill shot. I'd be willing to use my rifle for this, but not for a bad shot. Well, those bears sure can move. Oof, that was exciting. Seeing that bear run right by me. Not sure if he knew I was there or not. He probably did, but either way. I sure do make you take pause. Alright. Let's see. So, been in this area a lot. Let's take a hike up northways. Spend some time up there. And I'll be right back. When I come back, we'll be the north of the Lake District in Bolton. Alright. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. But all of this hiking has really tuckered me out, so I think I am going to call this this hunt, this hike, pretty much concluded. I hope you all enjoyed walking with me through the Pacific Northwest. I certainly enjoyed it. And next time, we will continue exploring to the north. And just continuing on the journey together. So, hope everybody is able to come back. And until then, stay safe and just a little bit salty. We'll walk next time. Love you. And bye.